Okay, so this is what I see when I come out of my class, and let's think about what we're gonna do, because I'm not too sure, I need to eat. I don't have food at home. I have to go through somewhere to get chicken. I'm thinking, how's my cabbage actually? I discovered this Instagram account. It was like Cabbage King or something, like this Chinese guy making all kinds of things with cabbage, like 100% cabbage diet. And I was inspired. Oh, this is Mayfair Chippies, one of my favorite fish and chip places, but we don't wanna do that. Now, I have been dreaming, I have an addiction, I have a new addiction. I have been dreaming with going to this place called Nutty that makes these most amazing nut milks, and then they use that. It's basically bubble tea, but they have their own nut milk. I don't know if it's healthy, probably really not, but it's so good. Like, it's just the best thing I've ever tried. And the problem is, it's addictive. So I actually had one yesterday, and I couldn't sleep just thinking about it. I don't know if I couldn't sleep because of the caffeine, or I truly couldn't sleep just thinking about having another one. Tragic. So anyway, I am tempted to go there. I'm wearing my Onitsuka Tiger booties, as you can see, my row bag. That is my outfit of the day. So we're in Selfridges. The other option is I could go for a rose matcha in Selfridges, but I kind of prefer the other thing. But then a rose matcha wouldn't give me such a hard craving throughout the day. I don't know. I kind of feel more like walking to Soho, so I think, because before I go back home, because once I go back home I'm just going to be working at home on the laptop. So before we do that, I might as well walk to Soho, pick up one of those amazing nutties. Maybe on the way I'll find a supermarket, and then I can get something to make for later. I got into a habit of placing a lot of Deliveroo orders for groceries in particular. So not really takeaways, but still Deliveroo orders, like Postmates. And I need to not do that, because it costs like double the amount. So since I did my taxes and I went through all of my charges and I realized that I am insane, I'm stopping doing that right away. And now I have to go back to going to supermarkets, no online deliveries. Maybe just for water. But yeah, I just think it's much healthier, and also gets you out of the house. And I don't know, I just feel like we have become so separated from our world. And when you're forced to go to the supermarkets, like when there were no online deliveries, you had to go out and you saw people and you wasted that amount of time. And in a way, having that amount of time off of your day, it's like, well, it forces you to get some fresh air for one, walk more, but also kind of gives structure to your day a little bit, because otherwise a lot of the time I'm just scrolling. Or like, even when I'm working, there comes a time where I'm not productive. Could be running an errand. So we're walking towards Tottenham Court. First Street. This is horrible. So I'll tell you about my class today while we're walking. I went to a Agri class. Today it was arms and abs, which I love, because I feel like most exercise classes, especially the ones targeted for women, which are most boutique studios here, they focus so much on the lower part of the body, in particular legs. Glutes, sure, but like quads, there's a lot of quad work and just general leg work. Also glutes. I don't need to do so much leg. God, I'm walking everywhere, my legs are the one thing that gets exercise. So it's a bit weird. Wonder if we should go down there, maybe? Let's go down there, let's skip Oxford Street, let's see what's down in South Malton Street. It's not like we have to go through anything, and it's just much quieter. What's that? So, as I was saying, the exercise classes, the majority of the ones that I go to, including Reformer Pilates, they're very leg-centric. And so I really like this class because we use our legs. We use our legs to stabilize ourselves in planks. And we even do a couple of oblique exercises where we use our legs. So it's not like we totally don't use them. But I just really think we need the time for core work, back work. It's half of our body. So we do a lot of planks, and then we do some arms. To be honest, mostly back. We had some shoulder exercises, but what would they be? Maximum like 10 minutes if you count the time. It's not too much. It's not excessive. It's not an exaggeration. So yeah, upper body. Because I mean, when men go to the gym, I've been going with my friend to the gym, and when he does an arm session, he doesn't just do an arm session. He does like either arms or shoulders or chest, upper back. He does a whole hour of that. So it's like within the upper body, men work separate areas, different days of the week for a long time. And women, we don't even touch the upper body most of the time. I did a yoga class addressing this because the other day I had been to a couple of Lagri classes focused on glutes, and then I did a few yoga classes, and it was very much about standing balances. And my hip flexors were done, and I couldn't move my legs anymore, my hips, everywhere. I did a Katona class, that's what I did. Katona classes, I have a lot to say about Katona, I have strong opinions. But there was a class we spent basically 30 minutes in a really sharp pigeon, and you can't do that. That's insane. So yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on Katana. I really like it. I really like how different it is, and very much like a Iyengar, but kind of like more fun, less stiff. But you have to be really careful. I think you have to be an advanced practitioner necessarily, because otherwise you can really injure yourself. I'm probably going to do a training actually. I really like the elements that they use, just how open they are to different moves without following a particular sequence. So I did a yoga class for you, which you can purchase. I'm trying to see how I organize things, because personally I like to purchase classes separately, so that's what I would like to offer. But it seems impossible to do that without offering downloads. And to make a download is just such a faff, like the technical part of it. I have to compress the video, and then once somebody downloads it, that video is living in their computer forever, and I guess that's really good for the student. But I would rather them be able to purchase it and have it available online than having to download it. I don't know, because also then if you're traveling or whatever, you don't have access to your computer, you can still have access to the video online. But if I offer a download to purchase, then you don't have access to it online. You can only access it if you have it in your current system. So anyway, I don't know. Let me know what you think, because what I did in the end is I made a subscription, and I'm very fair about this. Like, if you purchase something or a subscription, you need a certain video or you need to access it for longer. I'm super flexible. It's just a shame that the platforms, or like, it's more the interface, the system that's not flexible. Because I can only do two things. One, offer a subscription where you can access all of the videos for a certain amount a month, which that would be good if you're interested in more than one video. This is all to say that I made an upper body work video. Anyway, so there's this subscription model where you'd be able to access all of the yoga videos I've ever done in my own website, or I can have these digital product downloads where you could pay like $10 or whatever for one video, and then you download it. So then you don't have access to it online, but you have access to it on your computer, wherever. But then, you know, it's storage space. We start finding, because I have such storage space problems, and I think everybody does, that offering something downloadable and then people having to store it is just such a hassle. So we're in Liberty now. Keep walking. We can cross. So yeah, the only problem with the subscription is I know that people are hesitant, understandably, to start subscriptions, because you may not want to see more than one video, like in total. You may not want to access anything any other month. And then you start a subscription and you have like a debit thing on your card, and so I think even if the download is problematic, I think it may be an easier decision for people to buy a download than for people to start a subscription. By the way, if I did start a subscription, everything would be included, like in terms of my TikTok, everything that's private right now, because I made everything private and there isn't one place for everything. If you have paid for my substack or my, like, this new yoga thing, if that goes on, then I'll just add your email to everything and then you'll have access to everything. I'm not gonna have like separate subscriptions for different things. That would be such a headache even for me, and that would be really unfair. I think the maximum that I would do is like, I don't know how many dollars, $20, $30 monthly for like everything included. I don't know, I haven't decided. But if you have any opinions or feedback, I would love to know. Me personally, I was looking for a method where the website was nice and easy to use, and the only one that I could find was Moments, and I really don't like Moments. I just find it really clunky. So I ended up going with Squarespace, which is where I have my website. And I hope you can do a one-click pay with Google Pay, because if not, that's gonna be the whole issue. Like, if they make people start an account, or if they make it complicated, then that's not gonna work. So I'm going to look into Vimeo as well. Of course, all of these services I have to pay to use. So while I don't have any subscribers, it's just kind of money. It's a black hole. But I'm honestly so excited about being able to do this, because I've always wanted to do this, to have a true private community and space where I could do things, not just vlogs, but like things of value, like the yoga classes or anything that may make you feel better, inspire you. And also I'm really into the idea of my stuff not being pushed to the people that I know, because that really puts me off whenever I want to publish something. If I see that it's just going to appear, the algorithm goes right away to show it to all of my real life friends who are not interested. Like, it's not because I'm embarrassed or anything, but it's just like, I don't want to do that to people because it happens to me. I follow friends to be in touch on Instagram because I do want to be in touch, but then I don't really want to be watching all of their personal business marketing that they do every 8 hours. Like, I don't care. They're friends. They're not like, I'm not interested in their business. So there should be a separation there. I don't know how to fix that. So the only way to fix that, it seems like, is through a private community. Oh, we're here already. See how fast we got here? Okay, I'm gonna show you my place that I like. Oh, I'm gonna order probably the regular brown sugar one. I'm gonna have this one. Oh my god, it's so good. I had it with less sugar today, which to be honest is just as good, so maybe it's just because of the star flavor. So now we have to find a supermarket. I think I would probably just get the train and then find a supermarket closer to my house, to be honest, even if I have to get off a few stops early. Have you guys been following the Spencer Pratt and Heidi Montag Renaissance? Oh my god. I got into TikTok when they were banning TikTok. This whole thing has been a bit of a pantomime, hasn't it? Just get rid of it so you can save it afterwards. I don't know. I will say that I have been listening to her album and it's giving me Britney Blackouts vibes. It's actually so good. Obviously she's not a good singer, but it's like well written pop album. If Britney had done it, people would be raving.